But
okay.
I also
Digi
work in,
Nomad is asking if I wanted to tell my customers I can shop for them such and such prices. Why the HELL? Would I include Dumpling in the damn situation? Because are you funding it, and are you going to put your neck on the line every order you do? Because
right,
you're going to get scammed. You're going to get taken. It's going to screw up, and the Dumpling card funds everything. I
right.
mean, they
Now,
have your
know the
back. They have
orders
your
you have
back on any screw up. Nothing is going to
fraud
come out of your
detection.
pocket.
Yeah. They also will put you, as long as you do an order every 30 days and you're staying active, you're on the marketplace. So if somebody that doesn't have a shopper goes on there and searches the zip code, you're going to come up. And I tell you, I've gotten a lot of clients that way.
Yeah. I mean, so
Steve and I
yeah.
differ. He gets word of mouth. I get either people that I've talked to personally or that have gone on the Dumpling app and searched by zip code. That's how I've gotten all my clients. Those two ways.
And so you're saying that no, they would have to put money on a prepaid card. Okay, I guess you just have that's my customers wouldn't like that because
No, mine wouldn't either.
it's the legitimacy of Dumpling that's going to help sell you in the first place. That it's a
Yes.
legitimate platform. They're seeing your profile. You're able to do other tasks. And like I was saying
Yeah, they don't
before,
know you from Jack when you start this. Why would they trust you to give your financial information?
yeah,
The Dumpling,
exactly.
I
And
don't
hey,
ever see anybody.
you have to buy me a prepaid card, and but also
Yeah,
like I was
that
saying,
sounds
like
like a scam. I'd never do that as a client.
right. And but also if you have tasks that you can't figure out a way to run it through the Dumpling, people, even Dumpling CEO and all the people over there will tell you it's okay to just do that on your own. Maybe that would happen in some instances, like Trader
Right.
Joe's.
Yeah, I mean, once you're established with somebody, that's different. But you have to
Mhm.
get your foot in the door and establish yourself first.
Plus, I just don't
Because
think you want to be on the line. And that prepaid card thing, that almost sounds like a phone call scam to me.
100%.
I don't know. I wouldn't do that.
Speaking of which, that is the other thing that you cannot buy with the Boss card besides alcohol and tobacco, gift cards, because of the people that do those scams. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Which I've never had anybody ask
Digi
me to buy a gift
Nomad,
card.
go. I mean, go for it. If you honestly, if that can work for you, do it, man. Everybody should do what works for them. If you can run a
Yeah.
business on a prepaid card system, more power to you, man. I'd love to hear about it.
Nobody ever explained that to you before. Well, I'm glad you asked, and I hope that made more sense to you now. And I mean, we're happy to tell anybody, anything that they don't understand. And we've had a lot of people say that, but I'm telling you that the customer service that you get to, that's another thing is,
Yeah.
You get that within 60 seconds, somebody that speaks English in the United States that actually works for Dumpling. You might even get the CEO. The help that you get from these people is amazing.
And at
Zoom calls every week to help you and give you ideas with marketing, give you ideas with this or that. They are so freaking helpful. I've never had another company that's been helpful like them ever.
And to Digi Nomad, also, if you have a Thanksgiving order for $1,500, they'll fund that. If you have 8 stores that your client wants you to hit, they're going to do all that for you. And you get to set it all up too. But like Max said, he pointed out another good thing. Prepaid card could also be underfunded. How long would it take to solve? Not only underfunded, but what if the prepaid card for whatever reason didn't work? Now what? You don't have Dumpling SOS button with a person on the phone in 60 seconds. You have to call Visa prepaid card. I don't even know how long that would take.
Yeah, and I mean, and what you guess the order is going to be, it may be different, Maybe out of stock items, you've had to replace it with something else, and that changes the total. Or, you're at the store and they want to add something else, but now they don't have enough money on their prepaid card. I mean, there's so many problems with that.
So then he says, so if you just make up a different name with your own website and your own literature, what's the difference? Again, here it is that Dumpling is a secure socket. It's an e-commerce site that what they're taking, you're not going to get as good of deals. Like if you're talking about having a processor, you're not going to get the deals that you can get on Dumpling to process charges. Like Apple Square charges almost like twice as much.
Well, hold on. And some people do it that way. And then
But again, unless you're going to do your
business.
prepaid card thing, you're going to be funding all of this. or else you're going to pay a lot more than a simple website to have e-commerce processing on it.
And Square isn't bad, but the point is that if you're at the store, that money has to come from somewhere. Yeah. So you're still going to have to front the money. It's not that Square's not going to front you the money. They're going to process your payment, but it's not coming out of their pocket. And I actually I have it written down. And Square, honestly, their processing fees were not very far off from Dumpling. I'll be honest.
I like it, Holly. It looks like we did good today. It's did you know, man? It's like, so you're solving my problems for me. Keep talking. Pretty soon we'll have the problem solved. So I think he's understanding it now more. So I feel like we did good today.
Hey, anytime you want to reach out, we're around. You can shoot me a message. I'll talk to you on the phone. I'll text with you, whatever. If you have questions, anytime.
And make sure, though, by the way, because I don't think you were in here and anybody else that wasn't. By the way, if you haven't signed up, use the code use Savvy, SAVVY 2023. And you have to manually enter it, but it's going to get you 2 months for free. And it's going to get you your setup fee for $1 instead of 20. So instead of spending $80 out of the gate, you're going to spend $1 for 2 months. But and again, Holly and I get nothing. That's why she's like, "What's your code?" And I was like, "Who cares? Let's just use yours."
No, and we get nothing for doing this show. The only reason that we are doing this and talking about Dumpling is because we have seen the decline Instacart went through. We have worked with Dumpling and the people there, and we know how, great it can be. And I think we just need to get the word out, hey, there's an option for the customers. Hey, there's an option for the gig workers. And that's really the only reason we do it. There's no other reason. There's no affiliate link. There's nobody's paying us under the table.
Well, it's kind of like why I do the last mile thing too. It's also that this is really independent contractorship. Like we're talking about really building a business here, guys. I mean, from day one, it is your business. From customer one, it's your business. You set your hours, you set the days you work. If you want to take time off, it's as easy as just clicking that you're going to be gone so that your customers know if they try and book you. There's so many advantages to this app. And the fact that you can add every little tiny store. I mean, there's so many different approaches to it. You can go into like the butcher shop by me. I can go in there and say, hey, by the way, if any of your clients are interested in having delivery, or if they're using Instacart from the store and then coming here, I'm a personal shopper in the area and I can do both for them, including coming here.
Right. And the other thing, if you have big orders, and you'd be surprised at how big, some of your orders can be, that you have to fund yourself. There is no way in hell I could have funded some of these orders. Like, I'm just looking at this order at Costco was $445. Yep. Well, I usually don't have an extra $4.45 sitting around. I don't know about y'all, but
on the 4th of July, my totals between 3 stores was over $700.
$434, yeah. And that's just the store charge. That's not even including, the delivery fee and the gratuity and stuff that you have to add on. But this is just strict, from the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you something else that I do for my clients that do order big like this. Let's see, hers is, $470, $570. Another one that's like $570. Shit, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, what I was going to say is, if I have a client that orders a lot from me, that has big orders like this, I will go to Publix, and if they are out of, 10 of the items that they wanted or whatever, like with Instacart, you can't switch stores. So you're like stuck and you have to either find a replacement for them or they just don't get it. Well, when I have a good client like this, I don't, there's a Publix on every corner, every 2 blocks, it seems like here. So I usually start with wherever I am, like at the Publix closest to my house, say if I'm coming from my house, I'll start there and get what they need. And then whatever they didn't get, I'll hit the next Publix on my way to their house and run in there and see if I can get it. Sometimes I'll go to 2 or 3 Publix. I don't charge them for that because they're already paying me a lot because they've got a huge order. So that's just something I do for them.
Yeah. I mean, that is the one thing, is that, like, that's another thing that's good you pointed out, is that pretty much we're all fishing on the Dumpling app. We're fishing for the big orders. We want people who do big orders.
Yeah.
I don't want people that do sick.
if they place a Publix order and say I've checked 2 Publix and this did happen to me one day, I could not find the Kleenex brand Kleenex, and they needed to have this for a certain reason. So CVS was right across the street. I'm like, let's go check CVS. So I ran CVS. They had it, and I bought it there. Dumpling Boss Card does not care where you get it from, as long, just go get the customer what they need, and it'll be taken care of.
Yeah.
You just submit those receipts. You could submit 3 receipts on one order. They don't care how many receipts, because it shows right there on the order, like this. It shows I went to 3 different Publix. So with each one of those Publix, I had to take a picture and submit the receipt. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, to just as a last thing to DigiNomad, I would say that, look, you can, once you have a customer for shopping, you could do, I mean, if you notice that their yard looks like crap and they're older and they live alone, say, hey, do you ever need any yard work done? You can do that on your own. Even Kurt or even Dumpling would be fine with that. They'd say, that's fine. They don't care. You're an independent contractor. They're not like the other, it's not like the other apps. They don't care. No. They're happy that you're just making money and having a business.
Right. I mean, they tell you to do that. They're like,
yeah, they tell you to do that. So,
hey, you got.
And if there's a way you need funding, like for yard work, you wouldn't probably, because they're going to pay you cash or something via one of the apps, Cash App, something. But like, honestly, like, what if you needed something funded? What if they're like, hey, we're having a party tonight and we need all this stuff catered? You are able to say, okay, well, let's do that, and you're able to go use the Dumpling card.
Or if, say, you're talking about mowing their yard and how they would pay you, say that you knew you were going to do it that day and you were getting groceries for them before, you can put the $20 on as an adjustment, and in the description put lawn mowing.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a problem with doing that.
No, but like you said, I would get familiar with the shopping part first.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about down the line.
Then, yeah.
And
but guys, we're at 90 minutes. We gotta wrap this up. Yeah. That does have to be our hard stop.
$100 is the most you can add on as an adjustment, also, by the way. And you can't use that adjustment for alcohol and try and get around it that way. So I did that once, not knowing. So
well, you wouldn't be able to run alcohol, right? Wouldn't matter.
No, I didn't. I added it. I ran it somewhere else, and then I put it on as an adjustment, thinking that was a good way to do it. Okay. Didn't realize I wasn't supposed to. So then they just told me, hey, not supposed to do that, and so I didn't do it again. But I didn't know.
Perfect.
That's all. Live and learn. Okay.